let's get to the top first-round targets for the Atlanta Falcons, perhaps a team with the most balanced roster in all the league.
I think they are, and I think that's why they're going to look at two main positions, the defensive line or wide receiver. So for this segment, we're going to focus on those guys only. Maybe they want to get a tight end, but I don't think they really want to do that. Their other needs are like at fullback, at quarterback. You need depth in general for all NFL teams across the board, but I think the Falcons are in great shape. If I'm Atlanta, I would strongly consider trading up this year because I think you can get somebody very, very talented and get them locked in, and you don't have the need to have other depth throughout your roster.
All right, so for the Atlanta Falcons here, on that front line, Taven Bryan out of Florida.
Look, if you want a 3 technique, Bryan is one of the best ones available this year. He is very disruptive, but you see it in the stat total. 6 tackles for loss and 4 sacks. Someone of Bryan's athletic ability should have done more. And he didn't because he's raw. He's not there yet. He's not fully developed. He needs some time, but the upside is there. I would not at all be surprised if he snuck into the first round this year, Cam. I would not be whatsoever surprised.
And then you got Payne, defensive lineman out of Alabama. We talked about him a few times on the show here. If he's there at 26, I mean, that's a value pick, big time.
It is, and I think I could see a scenario where Payne is available. Remember, they lost Poe. Payne can slot in as that more one-technique run stuffer with Grady Jarrett and some nice edge rushers alongside of him. So I really like the fit of Payne. I don't necessarily know if he's going to be there, but if he is, I'm hustling that podium, and I want Payne on my team.
All right, let's take a look at this guy. We haven't talked about him yet. Maurice Hurst out of Michigan.
I like Hurst a lot. He is very disruptive. There was the heart concern at the combine, but he has since been cleared. So I don't think it's going to be an issue, but if he slides, maybe some teams didn't clear him on their own. And just because he's cleared doesn't mean every single NFL team is going to clear him in the end either. So Hurst makes sense if the Falcons want a more penetrating 3 technique. I think Grady Jarrett fills that role well enough based on what he's done.
Yeah.
I would prefer Payne, but if you want to go somewhere else, Hurst makes a lot of sense.
All right, let's take a look at the wide receiver position now. DJ Moore, if he's there at 26, I mean,
DJ Moore and Julio Jones.
Tempting.
I like that a lot. I don't know if he's going to be there, and that's why I think we started with the defensive lineman because I think D-line is where Atlanta will go. I think they can find someone in round 2 to be a very quality pass catcher for them. If it's not DJ Moore, maybe Courtland Sutton falls, and then you got Julio and Sutton on the same side of the field potentially at times and on the same offense. 2 big-bodied wide receiver threats that can make big plays in the red zone for Matt Ryan. So I like Sutton quite a bit. I think if he's on the board, the Falcons could go that route, but I think in the end they're going to target defensive linemen. I think Payne makes the most sense for Atlanta based on those 3 defensive linemen that we discussed.
Let's summarize the top targets for the Falcons. Taven Bryan, Payne, Mo Hurst, DJ Moore, and Courtland Sutton there.